Pile 1, welcome to your guys' pick a card reading, all about how are you currently surprising people right now. So how I'm going to be breaking your video down, Pile 1, each oracle card is going to be having an individual message of something about you that is currently surprising people. Wow, I was about to say surprising people from your past. So I'm really getting that the people that are surprised of you right now are maybe people that you no longer speak to. They could be childhood friends. They could be old neighbors, old coworkers, but people that maybe you maybe drifted apart from, people that you don't really hear from that often. And I'm getting that they're either seeing you online or maybe they're hearing about you from their friends about what's going on with you. And something about you is surprising these people from your past. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with your first card, Pile 1. With that 𝐘𝐨𝐮𝐭𝐮𝐞 card, this is making me think of your deepest wound. This could even sometimes be inherited or be like past life trauma or possibly trauma, shame, grief created from an early age, maybe even during your childhood years. And I'm seeing with this healing card, you have been going through intensive healing to the point where you have been really showing off your efforts when it comes to your personal development. I'm even seeing with this eye, it looks like she's crying, right? I mean, honestly, it could be a he or a she, but this eye is crying. So possibly people used to see you as overly sensitive in the past. Maybe you used to cry really easily, right? You can't help it. And I'm seeing that with these tears, I am hearing that you've turned your tears into power. And it is fitting that we have a power card here as well. But I feel like you used to feel grief and maybe even shame for possibly your triggers, your sensitivities, maybe even your own softness, your own purity. I'm getting that people could trigger you and maybe pick on you very easily. You used to get upset maybe easily by others. Maybe people knew you as someone that would get overly sensitive about certain things being brought up, and maybe you'd cry or you'd freak out or you'd have a panic attack or yell about something. But I'm seeing that what people are being surprised by when it comes to the pain that you've overcome is I'm also getting that you have a very strong, wow, you have a strong personality is what I'm hearing. You have a strong personality and a stronger aura. You're not as vulnerable to your weakness as you were in the past. I want to go ahead and clarify what it is that you are internally healing from, that people are picking up, that it no longer bothers you, it no longer triggers you. I'm hearing an unbothered king or queen. So you definitely are detaching from your pain, your fears, your worries. People can't get under your skin as easily as they once did before. But let's see what you're healing from that people are noticing about you, Pile 1. What are people hearing about you right now when it comes to your personal healing? I mean, we got a card that says stressed out. So people are definitely noticing that you're not as stressed or as anxious or maybe even flighty as you were before. Maybe this is something that you've chronically just dealt with through life, is maybe getting worked up really easily, getting overly ambitious towards maybe your goals and then getting stressed out from the workload. I'm getting that you maybe even hyperfixate on certain things. Maybe you have perfectionistic tendencies. But from what I'm seeing from people in the past, people are noticing that from the past you used to get worked up easily, you used to get triggered easily. People thought that you would get overly anxious about things, hyperfixate on certain things. People would say that you are making something a bigger deal than what it really was. And again, this is not my words, this is what I'm channeling. But it seems like you're healing that part of yourself for you to stress and worry, needing to maybe even have like control or power over a dynamic. You could even be healing through maybe some OCD tendencies, maybe control issues. That could be something that you are healing and growing from. And I'm also picking up that you're more go with the flow. You have more of a peaceful, calm demeanor to you, especially during stressful situations. That's something that wasn't always the case for you, Pile 1, but it seems like now You are very cool, calm, and collected during very stressful moments. People actually go to you now for a sense of comfort or a sense of remaining balanced and harmonious during difficult times. I'm hearing that you may even be able to give out really good advice due to maybe some of the struggles that you've had to face and what you've overcome already. What was it that you used to be stressed out about in the past? Okay, that flew out of my hands. Committed and faithful, unrecognizable. So to me, it seems like you guys maybe were stressed about maybe other people's commitments, maybe other people's loyalties. Maybe you were stressed out about some sort of commitment that you made. I feel like maybe you in the past maybe struggled with maybe indecisiveness. That was maybe something that you had a hard time with being able to stick with, is maybe feeling, maybe even trusting that you made the right decision when it came to people, when it came to your choices, when it came to the things that you were choosing to remain loyal to, remaining loyal to. I'm picking up that people would see you as maybe overly anxious. People used to see you as maybe having issues with maybe even relationships here. When I see that Chiron with the committed and faithful, I feel like you may have even been hurt by people, been hurt in love, broken promises, your own loyalty and trust broken in connection. So I feel like that's also something that you're healing from, is healing this ability of being able to trust people again, being able to feel safe in a relationship again. And with this unrecognizable card, it really does feel like people are really seeing you in a very different way, because I really see for you, Pile One, your energy is what's speaking for you. Like your energy feels very differently as compared to before from what people remember you to be. I'm kind of getting like scatterbrained, anxious, nervous energy. Someone that feels like they're not sure of their decision making. They're not sure if they're making the right choices, maybe even being watchful of other people, being stressed out about like what's going to happen next with this connection. That's the type of energy that I'm picking up in your past. But now it's like you're allowing things to just be. You're not trying to control or make things work out or fit for you. I'm getting very much this just letting things be. Whatever happens, happens, just very calm and controlled, like controlling your emotions. And even if something doesn't go the way that you want it to go, Pile One, you don't let it get an emotional reaction out of you. You don't react impulsively. The way that you conduct yourself when you do feel like you're going through maybe a sense of mental instability or emotional unstableness, you still present yourself as being very grounded in your body and grounded in who you are. So people from your past, or just people in general, they're noticing that you are becoming unrecognizable when it comes to how you're healing from your past pain, when it comes to how you're healing maybe personality traits that you used to have before that maybe used to self-sabotage or destroy, maybe even, I'm hearing destroying certain connections, destroying opportunities, missed opportunities due to indecisiveness. And I'm not trying to call you out. This is just what I'm channeling from what people were noticing about you in the past. And I'm also seeing that because you've been doing that healing, you are attracting the right people and environments to you in your life now. Right? We even have good health underneath that. So it seems like I'm hearing something about how you're healing your central nervous system. Your cortisol levels are going down. You're not trying to be in a rush all the time. So I feel like your healing is attracting people to you that are vibrating on the same wavelength as you. They value the same things as you. They treat you with respect, right? They're also very grounded. I'm seeing that you're not attracting drama, chaos, or disruption in your life as you once did. And that is also being noticed because of who you are surrounding yourself with, the things that you are maybe attracted to in general. what you're entertaining in your life, and also just your own, maybe even your own living environment is maybe being seen as more peaceful, maybe less cluttered. Because I'm getting like disorganized and cluttered used to be something that maybe was a theme in your life, and I'm seeing this as that is no longer a problem for you. So let's go ahead and move on to your next card, pile 1. We have the beauty card. So something about your beauty is I'm hearing being spoken about right now. So people are talking about something regarding your beauty, and this could be your inner beauty or your outer beauty, or maybe even both. So let's go ahead and see what people are saying about your beauty right now. We have avatar, online, profile picture, and an online account. So something about your online presence is being spoken about when it comes to beauty. So maybe you are posting more of yourself online. Maybe you're posting new photos of yourself, and maybe you look different, or it's been a while since you've updated your avatar picture, right? Possibly you are maybe even trying to create a very aesthetically looking, like an aesthetically pleasing looking online account. It's making me think of when MySpace used to be really popular back in like the early 2000s. They don't really do this anymore, but I feel like online, like social media, was very created to being able to maybe even make it seem like it was like your own form of art, like the different copy and paste HTML codes that you can input into your MySpace account. You can make it look really personalized. You could have music playing, and it kind of showed a sense of who you wanted your identity to be seen as, right? Back in the day, I feel like online was very much like that. Even with Tumblr accounts, like Tumblr pages, people would spend like hours trying to make their page look the way that they would want to self-express themselves. Even, Pinterest, it can be the same thing. But something about your online creation or your social media account is being spoken of when it comes to maybe you trying to spruce your page up a bit, maybe you posting very attractive or beautiful photos of yourself. Maybe you are posting photos of maybe even a change to your health or wellness. I'm getting like it could even be like a health or wellness account, or an account where it's kind of showing your daily life, but it's very much a very aesthetically pleasing type of online account. I want to see what's being said about your profile picture, your avatar online, or an online account when it comes to beauty. Let's go ahead and see what is being said about this right now. We have the 5 of Cups. So it does say regret. It says failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. I'm getting that this is someone's energy towards you as they're looking at your photo. There's someone in your energy right now, pile 1, that's in regret because of possibly them viewing you online. Why is this person in regret? Yeah, this is definitely someone spying on you. So someone is very curious about who you are now based on what you are doing to change up your social media account, because they're viewing you, or they're viewing your account, something about your life, maybe even your lifestyle, honestly, as more beautiful than maybe they once knew you as. And this person is stalking your account, and they're feeling this way. They're feeling regretful. Why are they feeling regretful though? That's what I want to know. Why is this person feeling regret towards you when they look at your image or they look at your social media account? Because you're experimenting. There's something about how you are experimenting, maybe making changes to your life. Maybe people are assuming when they see your online platform that maybe you're doing big things, that right now you're in a period of self-discovery, experimenting with your style. Maybe you're trying new things. It seems like you are being seen as, maybe more fun, maybe more curious about life, trying new things, having new ideas, really just applying yourself to maybe even get yourself out there. And I can't help but look at the bottom of the deck and it says lack of feeling, I don't care. There is something about your online presence too, where I don't know if you're saying it directly or it's just the vibe that you're giving off through your online persona, but you're making this person feel like you don't care about them anymore, or that you are maybe detached from maybe this past connection with someone. And it seems like this person still desires you though. So I am hearing pining. I feel like this person really wants your attention and they're trying to see if there's any signs from you, maybe like inadvertently, like if you still are drawn to them or if you still care about them. But from what they're picking up from what you're showing off, right, through your online presence, it seems like you've moved on. And so this person is feeling disappointed that maybe, you know, you're moving on without them, or you're not reaching out to them anymore. It seems like you are maybe I'm hearing you're working on a physical body glow up as well. That's something that you're working on. And now I'm hearing revenge body. So this could even be like an ex or something. Pile one. It seems like something about the aesthetics of your online presence, as well as what you're trying to do when it comes to maybe your physical appearance. You're trying to beautify yourself, and this is making someone in their feels about you. And I want to get some more info about this person that's in their feels about you because of the beauty that you are showing off about yourself online. I want to see what this person's intentions are towards you right now, just for people that care about this. What is this person's intentions towards pile one right now? The person that is keeping tabs on their social media and feeling regret. What do you need to know? Rebellion. So when I see that Mars in the Aquarius, I feel like they're a little bit unpredictable right now. And I also feel like this person may actually do something out of character for themselves. When I see that Aquarius energy, this is like something that they do that may even be disruptive to their own intentions, be disruptive to what they usually do. What are they going to do that's going to be out of character for them? Their intentions towards you. Okay, we have the Five of Swords and we also have the Fool card. I actually feel like this is what they usually would do. This is all about, you know, having the upper hand, mind games, right? This is all about inner competition, like trying to win at all costs. But with this Fool card right after, I think they are just ready to be vulnerable with you. They don't want to play games anymore. They just want to show up as they are. So this is actually more of a positive message. This person wants to come in and just kind of lay down everything that they need to say to you, be truthful to you, be honest. They're not trying to have any hidden motives or trying to do something sneakily to get you back. This is making me think that with you, I think with you, you value honesty, and this person is finally learning that. This person is maybe even recognizing, because of you kind of acting like maybe you don't care, or because you are showing that you're moving on with your life, this person is realizing that for them to be able to even have a second chance with you, they need to be real with you. I think they're realizing that you don't appreciate games. You may have actually dealt with people that played a lot of mind games, which is something that you're healing from. And you value accountability, you value honesty, and you value people that are going to just be real and say what's on their mind. You don't want to have to second guess or, be a mind reader or look into people's actions and try to guess and see how they feel. You're not like that. I feel like you're actually way more direct now because of what you've had to learn, maybe from the pain of past connections. I'm hearing that you're very blunt, direct, and honest, and that can scare people, but also people really respect that about you, because I think that's something that wasn't always the case with you. Again, with that indecisiveness that I was getting earlier, this is something that you're definitely healing and overcoming, where you are really speaking your truth. You're really stepping into your power. You are really knowing what you want and what you don't want. And this person is picking up in your energy that if they want to be able to come back into your life, they're going to have to step up their game, and they're going to have to basically show you everything that they have. No more playing games. No more trying to, have these like mental gymnastics with you. No more trying to get you to maybe feel jealous or them trying to control the situation. They're going to have to come in and just be real and say what they're actually feeling and, hope that you're going to be receptive to it. So, you know what? I think I actually do have a time frame deck right in front of me, so I can see when this person is thinking about reaching out. If you guys are curious, anyway. If you guys don't care about this, you can skip to the next card. But for the people that care, let's go ahead and see when this person is planning on reaching out to you. We got in October. So if you're watching this when I post this, pile 1, it may be a little while, but if you're watching this at a later date, it seems like October is when they're going to be reaching out to you. And I'm seeing that the earliest that they could message you is around the month of July. So with your last card, pile 1, what people are noticing about you is, again, your inner power. When I saw that moon in Scorpio, this is making me think that you have a very strong power as well as influence over your emotions as well as other people's emotions. You get people to feel things, and what you get people to feel is intense. It can also be seen as transformative, right? So people are acknowledging that maybe you have a lot more depth to you than maybe what meets the eye. I'm also getting that you have just a natural, mysterious energy and allure to you. When I see that moon in Scorpio, and then I'm also taking this as the 8th house, you have like a spiritual power, a hidden power about you. You don't have to speak. It's like when you enter a room, people can feel this vibe off of you. So what people are noticing about you is you always have control over your emotions. Again, with this, I really feel like this used to be a weakness for you. People kind of could read you easily. People used to be able to manipulate your emotions if they wanted to. You were maybe, sorry, I'm losing my voice. You're probably seen as more sensitive back then, maybe even more vulnerable, but you've really transmuted this into your superpower. And I'm getting that you can actually, if you have this ability of being able to influence people to open up, being able to also read people super easily. I'm hearing that you could even be considered like a mind reader. You could even be seen as highly intuitive. People actually may be a bit intimidated of this because they can sense that you can read the room like it's a book, right? But you also have the ability of not being readable yourself. So you do have almost like a mask in a way where you don't open up super easily now. I think before it used to be like an open book for people, but people kind of have to keep probing you to see what you're going to reveal to them. But for other people, it's like the opposite. You know everything. You may even be really good at being able to, I don't know why I'm hearing secrets. I don't know if you're getting people to open up and spill their secrets, but I'm just really seeing that you are very analytical. You can pick up on people's routines, picking up on habits. You're really good at just being able to analyze and getting the details on people, and people are noticing about that. You also have a way of not forgetting these details as well. People notice that, I'm getting that people will remember that you remembered something that they told them, or that they told you, sorry. So you have like a lot of information about others, and I don't think you're doing this intentionally, but your brain is like a sponge. I'm hearing that as well. The other thing that I'm picking up that's making people surprised by you is, again, how deeply you do feel. I really am getting like this part of you is always going to be you. Someone that is very emotionally receptive, someone that's very emotionally sensitive, but I feel like in the past you used to show your emotions and wear your heart on your sleeve. And now I'm hearing cold as ice, and you don't let people read you as easily as you did, but it doesn't mean that your softness went away. You just make it so that for certain people that maybe you don't trust, or they're people that you don't know very well, you wear a social mask until you feel comfortable enough of letting them kind of see your more sensitive side. So I feel like this sensitivity never went away. It's still in you. You're just way better at being able to control yourself and being able to only show sides of yourself when you feel ready to. And again, like I said, you've transmuted this sensitivity into your own personal superpower. So you are very sensitive in spirit, but you can also tell that in others, right? You can make people feel safe in your energy because of your emotions, because of your ability to maybe give other people space, being a good listening ear. I am hearing that you have a big heart, and people that know you well enough, they can sense that about you. They know that you're a big softie, that they know that you love people hard and that you have loyalty like to the max, right? But I'm really picking up that now you're learning discernment and better boundaries and only allowing people that you trust to see this side of you, people that you know are not going to weaponize your emotions towards you. So that is something that I'm picking up for you in your energy. Let's get some more details just in general. I'm not going to be clarifying any more of these cards, but as ending messages for you, pile one, what are people noticing about you right now? What else are people noticing? We have penny pinching, saving up, and budgeting. We also have mysterious. So again, like I was telling you, you have a mysterious aura about you. There's things that people want to know that they don't have all the information about. I will be clarifying that in a minute, but people are also noticing that you are saving your money, maybe even for a particular something. Maybe people are noticing that you're not spending money as easily as you once did. Maybe you used to go shopping a lot. Maybe you used to order Uber Eats or going out to eat. Maybe you were, I don't know, maybe you just like to spend money on things, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm seeing you packing your own lunch. I'm seeing you cooking food at home. I'm seeing you maybe even like clipping coupons or trying to find a better deal on things. Like that's something that that matters to you now. It's something that you care about, is being able to get a better deal than maybe what's first being shown to you. And that's something that people are picking up, is you care more about saving a buck. You care more about being able to maybe even have like your 401k being all built up, being able to save money for the future rather than doing things in the moment and spending money freely without really thinking of where all the money's going. I want to see what it is that you're saving up money for, or how you're budgeting that's being noticed by others. Let's go ahead and see. Bold, dynamic, and brave. And then what about mysterious? What's making you come off as mysterious to others? Or what is mysterious about you? Mail letter package. Okay, so with this card right here, it seems like there is going to be a purchase that you're really wanting to make that will be out of your comfort zone, but it's also going to be a very big purchase. So you are saving up for something that will cost a pretty penny, right? It will cost a pretty penny, and it will be something that maybe you've never had before. What is this talking about? What are you saving up money for? Defend and defensiveness. I actually feel like this is something that may actually need to have some sort of protection. Maybe you're saving up money to buy a better security system or buying something that has more armor. But I also feel like this is going to be something that is maybe out of your comfort zone that you're buying, that may get scrutinized by others. Maybe that's something that you already are planning on. Okay, people may pick this apart. People may think that this purchase is dumb, or people may be like judging me for how much money I spent on this thing. What is this talking about? What is this big purchase that people are noticing that may have some sort of evil eye or scrutiny towards? New people, new connections. We also have tower moment, upheaval, challenging situations. So I feel like this is kind of insane. I feel like you are saving up money to make a big purchase because I think there's going to be a change to your connections. I'm hearing something about how you want to meet new people, and I'm getting it could even be like dating related. Maybe you're even like saving up money to move somewhere that you've never been. You're like, I'm tired of my hometown. I'm tired of living in this state. I'm tired of living in this country. I'm seeing this being a really big life change due to you wanting to be around new people or having a sense of a new environment. So I'm actually seeing this could be a relocation. This could be a big move happening in your life, or something about you maybe even wanting to move out, maybe even with roommates. Yeah, I'm getting that too. I'm getting that you may want to move out and move out with new people. Maybe you don't want to live with who you're living with right now. You don't want to live with your roommate anymore. And so you're saving up money to make a big change when it comes to some sort of movement happening. I really am getting a challenging situation surrounding people in your life or people that you live with. And so you want to make a move. You want to have a relocation. So you're saving up money for it. But I think there's something about how people may judge you for this, or there's a fear of people maybe being critical of this decision, but you're going to do it anyway. So that is something that I'm seeing. The last thing for you is with the mysteriousness in the mail, the letter, and the package. People are noticing that maybe you're getting I'm hearing that you're getting packages or mail in the mail. Sorry. You're getting packages or letters in the mail, but maybe you're being really discreet about it. That's only going to resonate for one person. Maybe there's someone in your life that sees you keep getting Amazon packages, but you're trying to hide it from them. Or, oh, yeah, I got a letter, but it's not that big of a deal. It's you're trying to hide. I really am getting sneaky. People may assume that you're being sneaky about what you're receiving in the mail. But if that's not resonating, I'm seeing that people may see you as mysterious because you're not reaching out that much. You may be going no contact with some people, but I'm picking up it could be either one of those scenarios that I'm channeling for you. Anyway, I'm sorry. One last card. Then I'll be done with this reading. What are people noticing about you right now? Pile 1. Chill out. Yeah, I'm telling you, you used to be stressed out, and now people are noticing that you're chilled out. So people are saying that you seem like you're at peace. You seem like you're calm. You seem like nothing really gets to you. Nothing really bothers you. And you seem like you're pretty level-headed right now. It seems like you're doing pretty well for yourself, that you're happy, you're content. You're not upset about anything at the moment. There's not any problems at home or problems at work that you're really talking up about. It seems like you're keeping to yourself. And honestly, it seems like maybe you've even put to sleep. I'm hearing putting to sleep maybe rumors about you. I'm getting that too. I don't really think there's a whole lot of negative things to say about you. You're kind of just keeping to yourself, staying in your own lane, and just kind of doing your own thing. And that's what's being noticed about you. Sorry, that's what is being noticed about you by other people. But basically, pile 1, that is your guys' reading. I will talk to you guys later. If you guys want to check out my other content, I do have more videos on my YouTube channel. I also have a YouTube membership where I have over 65 videos already ready to watch for $2.99 a month. I also post 2 new videos every single month if you guys want to go ahead and join. I will have a link for that down below in my description box. But pile 1, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you guys later. Pile 2, welcome to your guys' pick a card reading, all about how are you surprising people right now. And before I go ahead and jump into your reading, if you hear any background noise, I'm sorry about that. I'm doing laundry. Hopefully it won't be too disruptive. But pile 2, how your video is going to be looking, each oracle card on the table is going to be representing a message about what could be surprising people when it comes to you. And it does look like you have been healing something behind the scenes. When I see the sun with Virgo, it's making me think of you tending to something, you're healing something. You're trying to make something. I'm hearing self-improvement. So you're definitely doing something in regards to self-improvement. And let's go ahead and see what that's talking about. What are you healing? What is becoming healthier in your life that people are being surprised by? We got expanding and growth in money. So it seems like your finances are going to be shown as getting better. Maybe your money was going through a period of, lack of money. Maybe you had a rack of debt that you had to pay off. Maybe you guys have been unemployed for a while, or they've been cutting your hours at your job. So it's been lack of funds, but it seems like your money is either going through an increase right now, or as you're watching this video, I'm seeing that there's going to be an increase or growth when it comes to your money. The health of your finances is going to be noticed by others. How will people be noticing that you have more money? Why is this going to be noticeable? What about the health of your finances are people noticing? We have performing, outside validation, as well as investing in a business. So it does seem like you guys could be putting more money back into a business, if that makes sense for you. Maybe you guys are self-employed. Maybe you guys consider yourself an independent contractor. So maybe people will be noticing that you're buying yourself new tools. Maybe you have the money to update maybe even your website, like you're paying someone to maybe even update your website. Flyers, there could even be like promotional banners. I'm getting that for people that want to create more business, you have to put money into your business to be able to catch the eye of your customers. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're going to be showing others that you're making more money through the performance of maybe even how well your business is doing. Maybe people are noticing that you're getting more clients, you're gaining more customers, there's more positive feedback. So the way that people are noticing that there's more money in your pockets is because you're doing well at your job. People have nice things to say about you when it comes to your work ethic. And it seems like if your business is showing growth, if your business is doing well, then people would just assume that you are making more money because of that. So it seems like the health of a business, the health of how well it's performing, and also an increase in money, growth in your business, right? Growth in customers, expanding your knowledge, something about the health of your skill set, your work ethic, how well that you're doing at your job right now, and also an increase in money and pay is going to be seen as becoming healthier. So people are going to be noticing that you're doing well, maybe even career-wise, or doing well publicly, which it's kind of interesting that we got the 10th house and reputation. So these two things may be tied. Let's go ahead and move on to your next card, because I'm not really getting any other messages. It just seems like your money is going to be noticed as doing better, or your business is increasing. What are people noticing when it comes to your well-being right now, pile 2? What about your well-being is being noticed and also catching people by surprise? What is catching people by surprise when it comes to your well-being? And you know what? I feel like I need to go back to this card because I'm channeling a message as I'm shuffling. You are catching someone off guard by how well your business is about to do. Your money, I'm hearing your money and your business is about to pop off, which is going to be surprising someone in general. I almost feel like I need to go back to that message. Why is your business doing well? Why is that going to be catching this one person that I'm picking up in your energy? Why is it catching them off guard? We have self-preservation, acting out of character. Okay, so you are getting out of your comfort zone. You are catching someone off guard because I think for a while I'm hearing you have been a shell of yourself. You have been a shell of yourself when it comes to maybe your performance at your job. And something about, I don't know if this is happening now or as you're watching this video, something is about to happen in your energy where you're just like, it's time for me to shine. It's time for me to really apply myself. So I feel like you're going to be kind of stepping into that hustle culture. You're going to be able to micromanage yourself and also managing a bunch of things at once. You're going to be on your A game when it comes to your professionalism, when it comes to maybe how you interact with people. People are just going to be finding you really charming, really alluring. And this is going to be after a time of maybe you being more hibernated, you maybe slacking off at work more, you not really putting in the effort, or you possibly coming off as more drained or tired. So someone is going to be caught off guard by your ability to snap out of a sluggish energy, snapping out of maybe not wanting to apply yourself at your job. And why, yeah, as I said that, look at the bottom of the deck. Cleared no longer relates in Hermit. You're no longer going to be seen as a hermit when it comes to how you apply yourself, how you make money, with how you can socialize and resonate with your customers, with how well that you're going to be able to get yourself out of a financial slump. And it also seems like if you have been wanting to get discovered, if you've been wanting people to maybe find your employment or see the work that you're doing, that is something that is going to be noticed. Yeah, I also feel like this person that is going to be, caught off guard, they're going to be intimidated by how well that you're doing. Honestly, it seems like you're going to be kind of like getting out of character, snapping out of a mental head funk, if that applies. You're just going to be on your A game, and it may even come out of nowhere. This person may be like, where did that come from? They just got this like surge of energy out of no reason. It's like out of thin air. Like they're doing well. It's like they boosted up their professionalism. They boosted up their workflow like it's no tomorrow. So that's going to be noticed by this person. I feel like you're going to be more active. You're going to be more forward. You're also going to be more on the go. I feel like your energy levels are increasing. So I will say too, I feel like your health, your energy and your health, that could actually be getting better as well, which is why you want to apply yourself more with maybe making more money. You have the energy to do so. You have I keep hearing that you're going to have the energy to keep up with your work life, to keep up with the demands at maybe your job is requiring you to do so. You're going to be keeping up with being able to juggle multiple things at once, if that makes sense for you. Okay, so let's go back to your second card, pile 2. How are you going to be surprising people when it comes to your sense of well-being? Why is your well-being surprising people right now? Thirsty AF. Okay, let me clarify that a little bit more. Why is it that your well-being is surprising people right now? We have disgusted, gross, turned off, communication and talking, different lifestyles and different tastes. We also have a card that says distractions and delays, wallflower. I feel like your taste in love is definitely going through a reboot. I heard that. When I see the well-being card, again with this woman, she's literally laying down and just kind of allowing things to come. She's enjoying the present moment. She may even be more restful. She's sleeping in more. She seems like she's very content with where she is. And maybe this is different from how your energy used to be. When I think about thirsty AF, this is making me think of a sense of yearning, a sense of chasing, pursuit, right? Wanting something badly enough that you're going to maybe even like really push yourself, or having no boundaries, no limits. Something about that is changing, where you're not chasing no one and nothing. You are allowing things that are meant to be in your life to come to you. And if there's something that you are wanting, if it's not a person, again, thirsty AF doesn't have to just be talking about your love life, but there was something that felt like you were chasing after it, right? People saw you as someone that was thirsty for something in your life. Maybe you wanted attention. Maybe you wanted someone to notice you. Maybe you wanted like your dream job. Maybe you wanted a result to happen right now in a certain way. It seems like you gave up on that. You're like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. You detached. You almost got turned off by how you were acting. People are surprised that you got turned off, you got disgusted, you didn't like how you were behaving, so you did something about it. I think you changed up your sense of habits, the way that you react to things, react to people, what you do with your energy, how you assert yourself. You completely changed up because you didn't like how you were behaving. And you are more in this vibe now of just letting things be, allowing divine timing to unfold, and only exerting energy if you feel called to, only if you want to. You're not going to stress yourself out. You're not going to be fearing or facing burnout, as I really am getting that you were just exhausted all the time. Like you were exerting yourself to basically a dead battery almost every day. And I think you just got tired of doing that. You don't want to do that anymore. You're prioritizing your health, your self-care, nurturing yourself, asking yourself, is this a distraction in my life, or is this something that brings value into my life? I think that's something that you are recognizing about yourself, and I think that's also what people are noticing about you. People are surprised, maybe even something in regards to how you communicate and talk to people. Let me look that up really quick. Let me see what's different about your communication style. We have the Six of Cups, so something about the past, something about familiarity. Let's go ahead and get some more details. We have Three of Swords and the Empress. I think you are definitely healing from the past. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you are definitely disinterested when it comes to maybe people from the past, the way that you used to feel heartbroken about someone or something in the past. Maybe even in regards to maybe, love, beauty standards, what matters to you. I really am seeing that you're changing as a person, even the things that you're talking about, right? I feel like you're not really talking about what is going wrong in your life. You're not talking about the breakups that have happened with past people. You're no longer living in the past. That's something that's also changing, is people can tell that by the way that you are communicating to others, the things that you bring up, the things that you're focusing on. It's no longer relevant to a past version of you. You're no longer thinking about the things that could have gone wrong in the past. That's something that's no longer relevant with you. And I'm also seeing too, with the different lifestyles and different tastes, people can tell, people are noticing that you like different things. You also are living a very different life from maybe how they remember you to be. I feel like you've been really changing up. Your identity feels like publicly, even like with the 10th house, how you're being perceived by others is going through a shakeup. You're not the same person that they remember you to be. Let's go ahead and clarify that a little bit more. What about you when it comes to your well-being and your different lifestyles, different tastes? What is changing about you that people are noticing? Rumors, hearsay, not verified, and trustworthy and reliable. So something about gossip and the rumors are not matching up to how you are being perceived now. You could even be seen as someone that is more trustworthy or reliable, or something about the gossip or the rumors that used to surround you. It's no longer reliable because people can tell that you're no longer the same person. But how are you different? How are you being perceived as different? Future self, you may be focused on your future goals, your future ambitions, or this is something that's still a work in progress right now, pile 2. This actually may be currently unfolding in your life as I'm talking to you. Like even with this, with your work life improving, this may not have even happened yet. This could be a future thing that could be headed your way. I will get my cards to see a time frame of when all of this is going to unfold, when people are going to be shocked by you. I will look into that in a minute. But what about your future self is being seen as surprising people? Collaborations and working together. Feminine energy. So possibly the people that you maybe are working with, and you may be working with some feminines in the workplace that could be making you change up. And the reason why is I feel like you're going to be having good people in your corner. You're going to be having good people that will be really rubbing off their positive energy off of you. You're going to be having like maybe mentors or role models in your life that could be seen as feminines or women in your life that maybe even work with you. You look up to these people. I'm seeing people in your life in the future that will help you become your best self. And it's going to be teaching you how to be more real, more genuine, and more authentic. So I feel like the reason as to why you're going to be seen as a different lifestyle and different tastes is because you're going to have people in your life that are going to be influencing you to do better for yourself. And it seems like they're feminine. So it could be a masculine with very feminine energy, or this is going to be women in your life that are very empowering, that are maybe teaching you how to maybe get a better grasp over the things that you're falling behind on, or teaching you maybe even how to advocate for yourself, teaching you how to slow down and wind down, right? Teaching you to trust, teaching you to heal. I feel like you're going to be having true, genuine connections in your corner. And it's going to be really, yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy, the change by the influence that you have, like the people in your life. It's like the people in your life are really going to be making an impact on who you are becoming in the future. And it's going to be very apparent by how different your lifestyle is, how differently you talk to people and talk to yourself, and also how you show up, and also how you are doing when it comes to your feeling of happiness and contentness. People can feel the energy of peace within your energy and soul based on, what you're focusing on now in the future. I do want to see, before I move on to your next card, pile 2, I want to see when people are going to be noticing these changes about you. When are people going to be surprised by you? When are people going to be noticing these things that are going to be surprising them? A few weeks. So whenever you're watching this video, this is going to be happening in the next few weeks. So that is a confirmation for you. Also, crows could be a confirmation that this reading is meant to find you right now. Okay, so pile 2, your last card, your 10th house. So this can talk about your career. I feel like that's a big thing that's coming up for you, is there's going to be a major change to possibly how people publicly see you. You may even be reaching a major achievement that's also going to be catching people off guard and surprised by the success that you're going to be reaching. But this can also talk about your public image, your reputation as a whole, the things that you're doing maybe long term in your life, the things that also people see as your legacy. People see this as your mission in life, right? Your sense of purpose. So people, like for example, there's a lot of people that view their career and their money, like that's basically their sense of purpose, but that's not everyone's sense of purpose. But basically, what are you doing out in the real world? What are people noticing about you publicly that they can basically talk about? That's what is going to be shocking people next. So let's go ahead and see, how are you surprising people when it comes to your reputation or public image? How are you surprising or shocking people when it comes to your public image? We got rebel, so you are rebelling against an old you. How are you shocking people when it comes to your public image, as well as possibly your career, your 10th house, maybe even your sense of responsibilities? What is surprising people? Revealed out in the open. Disadvantage, missed chance in the past. Okay, so there is something about your past that is definitely being revealed, and it's something that you did that maybe was being seen as out of character for you. So something's about to be made public about a missed chance in your past. Maybe even because you chose to do something differently. Let's get some details on this a little bit. What is going to be revealed? What is going to be put out into the public that's going to be surprising people when it comes to pile 2's past? We have the Lovers, so it seems like this is going to be something about your personal relationships, maybe even your love life. What about pile 2's love life that's going to be made public? We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm actually hearing something. And the 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting this right away. This is making me think of people missing their chance on you. I really feel like you are going to be having a glow up when it comes to how well that you're doing with your finances. I'm seeing that with a business. And someone that I feel like maybe was in a connection with you in the past, they are going to be maybe seeing how well that you're doing being revealed. I'm even getting like how they treated you in the past is also going to be revealed. Someone had a missed opportunity with you, and that is going to be shown through the success that you're going to be having. That's what I'm feeling. Because when I see the Lovers, I feel like this is someone that maybe you were supposed to be with, right? This could have been a relationship that you thought maybe was supposed to be the one, your life partner. It literally says the strength of two together. So there was a relationship that fell short. There was a relationship that maybe even had a breakup, or it was a connection that never really went anywhere. It was something that you felt hopeful about, but it's going to be out into the open that someone maybe missed out on a chance of being able to be with you. Because I can't even help. There's two seats for a king and a queen, right? And look at this woman here. It's like she's being adored by servants. So I feel like you're going to be feeling like either the Empress or the Emperor very, very soon, pile 2. And there's going to be someone from your past that's also going to be seeing you maybe in a relationship with someone else. And they're going to be seeing you in this place of nurturing yourself emotionally, someone that's healing from this past connection. Also, you guys are building a legacy for yourself, maybe, working on building a family. There's going to be financial security in this connection. This is really giving me someone having regret that they didn't take their chance with you. Someone regretting, rebelling against your guys' connection, not being faithful, not staying committed to the long game with you. So honestly, I feel like this is going to be a public achievement that makes someone wish that they could go back in time and maybe even take someone else's place in your life. Because I'm seeing this as you and someone else being seen as very successful. And they're going to have to watch that. You know what I mean? They're going to be surprised that you are happy with another person and you're also doing well financially. It's like it's like you hit the lottery on like multiple areas of your life that's going to be doing well in the next couple of weeks. So that's what I'm hearing for you. Let's go ahead and get some more details. How are you surprising people from, wow, okay, I didn't even mean to say that. I was going to say surprising people from your past, so I guess that is going to be the title of this video. How are you going to be surprising people from your past when it comes to maybe your reputation in the future? When it comes to maybe the things that you'll be known for in the future? We have the Fool. What about this? Rest and pause. Figuring it out. Depth, detail, and intimacy. So you are getting out of this reputation of you feeling like the fool, of you feeling maybe embarrassed about where you're at in life, feeling like you're not able to reach your goals or reaching major milestones. That was your past. And what's going to be seen as shocking people is you're also getting out of this. I was feeling that too earlier in your health card. There was a hermity sense of who you were at one point. You were in a period of solitude. There was a period of maybe even stagnancy and stalls and rest and pause and maybe being more introspective. But you're leaving that soon. You're leaving this period of feeling maybe embarrassed with where you're at in life. Maybe people thinking that you're a fool, thinking that you don't really know what you're doing, not trusting the vision that you have for yourself, and also a period of nothing not happening. You're going to have growth, remember, expanding and growth. After a period of nothing happening, there's going to be a surge of new experiences, new opportunities, and things finally working out for yourself. It's like people are going to be recognizing in you that you're figuring something out in your life that was once at one point something that there wasn't much happening, right? And I'm getting that you're surprising people because people just assumed that it would always stay this way. But whatever's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks, pile 2, you are getting a solution. You're figuring something out. You're finding a way to get yourself out of this energy. And it seems like with this depth and detail and intimacy, you are getting the finer details on life, on how to become more successful, on how to change up your reputation. Also, you're going to be stopping. Yeah, there's something that you're stopping. You're putting a stop to something. I really feel like you're putting a stop to people making you feel bad for your life choices. People not thinking that you have the possibility to be able to be successful. You were putting a stop to that. That's what I'm basically seeing for you. What else about your reputation is going to be seen as surprising? Okay, this is a lot of cards. I just want like 1 or 2 cards, please, Spirit. What about your reputation is going to be seen as surprising? So we also have feeling better. I'm telling you, people are going to be noticing that you're feeling better. You're looking better. You are appearing better to people. This could even be considered like your redemption arc era, pile 2. You are figuring out ways on how to transform your life the way that you want it to be. You are finding solutions to current problems and past problems, obstacles that you thought you would never be able to overcome. And I'm getting that this is publicly. So yeah, as I said that, you're going to be having clarity, breakthrough, and new insights that are going to be shown visibly that you're doing better reputation-wise. And it also seems like with your reputation, you're going to be more open to maybe receiving criticism, receiving compliments. You are open to change, right? So I feel like before, because you were more hermity, maybe you were more closed off to getting guidance. Maybe you were more closed off when it came to maybe interacting with people and being social. That's something that's also changing, as your reputation is going to be showing that you are wanting to be out in public again. You're wanting to reach out to people again. You're wanting to try new things. You want to try again. So you are really wanting to put yourself out there. That's what I'm really seeing, is you really want to put yourself out there and maybe even get over your fear or your anxiety. You want to change your life. And it's also being shown that you have a different personality now. And your new personality is being shown as more stable and more secure. So that is what's going to be shocking people and surprising people, is that your life is getting better. You're feeling better. Things are looking better. Honestly, that's basically all that I have to say. I want to get one last card for you, pile 2, and I'm not going to clarify any more of the cards. I just want to get an additional message for you about how are you about to be surprising people next? What about you is about to be surprising people next? We have, I really like you, let's be friends, and we also have hard times. So I feel like you had a really hard time making friends. You were definitely going through the trenches when it came to interacting with other people. Like I said, you were hermiting before. You were keeping to yourself before. And I think it could have been due to maybe, feeling socially misunderstood, social anxiety, maybe not wanting to deal with people. Maybe you felt like, it was hard for you to connect with others. That is something that's going to be changing. You're going to be maybe really wanting to put yourself out there and becoming friends with people again, maybe reconnecting with past friends, telling people how much they mean to you, letting people know how much you care about them after a period of you maybe dealing with hard times surrounding your connections. Yeah, I'm also seeing that you're going to be saying yes more to opportunities with others, saying yes more to invitations, really wanting, they want you to think of them. I think you are also going to be surprising people, because I think you're going to be letting other people know that I care about you, I'm thinking about you, I want to reach out to you. You're letting other people feel like you still care about them, that you didn't just disappear and ghost them and cut them off and act like you don't care about them anymore. I think that's something that you are really wanting to show, is the people that you do love and care about. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. The people that you do love and care about, you don't want them to feel like they were forgotten. And the other thing that I'm seeing that you're going to be doing that's surprising people is you are coming back to what brings you joy. You are going to be feeling happy again. And it could be because of a detox or a cleanse that you're doing, but I'm seeing this as a spiritual cleanse. You may be removing a negative energy off of you, maybe feelings of depression, anxiety, mental health issues. That's something that you are really working through right now. And you are getting back to a place of wanting to just feel good again, feeling happy again, and wanting to be around people again. So that's something that's going to be catching people off guard, is your energy's increasing and you're getting back to who you used to be. Getting back to maybe not even that, just getting your light back after a time of you feeling dim and dulled. That's basically what I'm seeing. But pile 2, that is all that I have to say for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have more content on my YouTube channel if you want to be able to see what other videos I have. I also have a YouTube membership where I post 2 extra videos a month. I have over 65 videos that are already posted on my YouTube membership. If you guys want to join, it is $2.99 a month for 2 videos a month plus already posted content. But pile 2, that's all that I gotta say. I will talk to you guys later, and toodaloo. Welcome to your guys' pick a card reading, all about how you are currently surprising people right now. And before I go ahead and jump into your reading, you're probably hearing all the background noise. My window's open, there's noise going on outside, and then I'm also doing laundry, so hopefully it's not too distracting, but yeah, I'm hoping it's not going to be too loud. But anyway, pile 3, your video right away, your reading was really interesting to me because each card, by the way, is going to be representing a personal message of what is being seen as, surprising people about you. And I'm not really getting about you, I'm getting about your choices when it came to people in your life. Like, I'm seeing this as what's surprising people about you is your family and maybe your background, like how you grew up. I'm seeing this as your love life and romantic partners. And then we got a card that says friendship. So then it also is talking about people being surprised by maybe a friendship that you have or have had maybe in the past. So I'm seeing that people that maybe there's people in your life that have made you to be who you are now. They helped you in your personal development, maybe a level up that you're going through. People are surprised by the people that have been in your vicinity. That's what I'm really channeling. So what about your family or your family background, your home? What about that is making people surprised about you when it comes to your family? I want the best for you. Okay, what about your family and personal background is making people surprised by you? Open to receive. Okay, before I go ahead and clarify, I'm getting a message, but I want to go ahead and just make sure that I'm hearing this correctly. I'm going to clarify with the tarot card. We have a King of Cups as your message, as well as the Hangman. There's something about the love that you give to others that's really interesting to me. The reason why I'm getting the sense of, I'm hearing confusion and surprised by your family background, you are so good to others. You want the best for people. You love people. You're open to others. And I'm getting that you have a really big heart. You love people very hard. You're also very emotionally regulated and balanced, maybe even despite maybe a disruptive home life. And when I see the Hangman, you're making people look at you, like the way that you behave in relationships. You're like changing people's opinions about, I'm getting that you're doing something where you're making people look at relationships regarding home and family differently. I'm getting that your home life maybe wasn't the easiest to deal with. It could have been unstable. You may have had relationships with certain family members that were really difficult, but despite that, you're still being seen as someone that wants the best, maybe even for your family. I'm getting that too. Like maybe you're open to your family members still, right? Something about your background, the way you grew up in your family, didn't make you bitter. It didn't make your heart turn off. You're still in this sense of being seen as someone that is compassionate towards other people, someone that is empathetic, someone that is being seen as a listening ear, someone that still loves and cares about the people that may have even, hurt you in the past. I'm getting that it was like the family dynamic. So the way that you reflect back on your family dynamics and the relationships that have happened in your family, you're not letting it hurt you. You're using it as a way to heal you, transmute the pain into maybe helping other people with their own family issues, being able to maybe teach other people how to get out of maybe situations that are hurtful, maybe even abusive, right? I'm seeing that whatever pain that you went through in your family, in your past, how you grew up, it didn't turn you into a bitter person. It didn't turn you into a negative Nancy. It didn't turn you into someone that maybe was only focusing on themselves. You're not a selfish or greedy person. I'm seeing that you care a lot about others. And even if you have had like very troublesome connections with your family, it still seems like you are still working on building the connection back, wanting to heal and mend the connection. That could actually be surprising people, that you still want to be around your family members, that you still want to show up for your family, that you're still open to receiving communication and contact with your family. And also, wishing your family good energy, sending your your parents like a happy birthday message or being like, hey, I'm thinking about you, when you don't have to. You are changing the minds of people on how to deal with their grief surrounding possible family trauma that they're also going through. You're surprising people by the way that you're getting people to look at things differently than maybe what they would initially do themselves if they were in your shoes. So I'm really picking that up. It's like I'm getting like not enemies to lovers when it comes to romance, but it's like you're almost like healing and mending connections that could have been really toxic or really damaging to maybe your inner child at a really young age. But there's something about you where you're going about it at a healthy way, where you're not holding resentment, you're not showing these people bitterness. Even if you choose to not have these people in your life, pile 3, you're not holding any anger or animosity towards your family. It's like you're kind of just moving on and letting things be and healing in private maybe. You know what I mean? So something about the way that you react and how you move about in life after this is what surprises people. Your good heart surprises people. The way that you can still love others, love your family, surprises people. I don't know what you went through, pile 3, but if people are surprised by your I'm hearing your sweet nature, your kind-heartedness, your ability to be available for your family and your loved ones, something must have happened that, a lot of people, of whoever you're talking to, whoever you're surprising, the fact that people are surprised by the way that you're conducting yourself or reflecting back on your past with your family, you must be really tough compared to maybe these people, because even your strength, your love is your strength. That's what I'm hearing. Your love is your personal power. The way that you can continue to love others through the pain that maybe people show you, right? Through maybe the lack of love or care that maybe you had growing up. You still want to love others so deeply. And maybe that's also part of your personal power, is you don't want anyone else to feel the way that you did by a family member or, just during childhood. Maybe you felt like you didn't have a sense of shelter. You felt unsafe growing up. You didn't feel comfortable growing up. But despite that, it shaped you into a really good person. You still became who you are, despite maybe the suffering that you experienced in private. And people that know your story, that hear about the things that you've had to experience growing up, I'm hearing that they're just like in awe of you. Like you inspire them, pile 3. You inspire them to be a better person themselves, to do things differently themselves, to maybe focus on healing, maybe even strained relationships that they have with their own family members. Yeah, as I said that, we got father figure. That's crazy. So maybe you have a strained or absent father figure in your life. Maybe that was something that really made a big impact on how you grew up. And maybe that's something that you're trying to heal on, or maybe you're trying to reconnect with the father figure right now. Maybe you help other people that have also had issues with the father figure in their life. I'm hearing absent dad. So you may have had an absent father, or, I just dropped all my cards, or a father figure that maybe wasn't there for you emotionally. It was hard for you to open up to this father figure, or you guys had a really difficult connection with this father figure. Can't even make this up, pile 3. I dropped a deck of cards and I picked it up, and the only 2 cards that were flipped over was this new territory and determination and drive card. So people are surprised that you are determined to have a new start with a father figure, that you're still determined on trying to maybe help change the relationship and where it's going. You want to keep pursuing a relationship with that father figure. That's something that's surprising people about you right now, is you really want a relationship with your dad to work out, something about that. So that's what I'm seeing for you when it comes to your 4th house, your roots. Let's go ahead and see what is going on with your love life. What about your love life is surprising people right now? Or again, like I said, maybe just the way that you love others unconditionally. Wow, loving others unconditionally. You don't set limits to your love. You don't set expectations of how people receive your love. I'm hearing that. You just give love so freely to people. kindness to people without even them asking for it. I'm hearing that's just part of your nature. You just want other people to feel understood and to feel valued. You want people to feel worthy. I'm hearing that you have dealt with feelings of feeling worthless in your life, not feeling good enough, feeling like you need to overextend your energy and doing things that maybe even I'm hearing cost you your ego. It cost you a sense of your pride. You had to do things and felt like you had to go over the top to receive love in your past. And the way that you are with people, you may unconsciously or consciously do this where you show people kindness because you don't want people to feel like they owe it to you, or they feel like they have to do something as a way to get kindness in return. Showing people love and kindness is not a transaction, pile 3. And I think that's something that you want to help people and encourage people to see is you can give love to others and not expect something back in return. And I think in the past, you maybe even with your own family, you may have felt like you had to do things as a way to receive love. And that's something that maybe you are learning from, you're healing from that maybe wound that you have, right? Needing to have validation for maybe the things that you're doing well in, right? To receive the love and praise that you've been wanting from maybe a family member. Something about that is healing. And it's healing, the way that you're healing from it and the way that you are showing that you're healing from it is the way that you treat other people. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what is going on with your love life and your relationships that is shocking people right now. What is going on when it comes to your love life and your personal relationships that could be surprising others right now? We have the 3 of Wands, so this does make me think that you are having some sort of progress with an area or an aspect that could have been happening in your love life. What are you healing from, or what is progressing? What is becoming better? What are you moving on from? What is becoming better in regards to your love life that people are surprised by? Cleaning up your act and distorted perception doesn't see accurately. I think you are cleaning up your act when it comes to maybe seeing people clearly. You're moving on from maybe the rose-colored glasses, temptations, red flags that may have popped up in your previous connections. And I'm even seeing with the bottom of the deck, we have female gaze. There could have been an issue in the past where maybe you were more focused on gaining male attention, or you did things as a way, even again with that father figure, right? It doesn't have to even just be romantic, but if you had like an absent dad in your life, if you didn't really have a male role model to show you what it is to have healthy love, healthy respect from a male figure in your life, that can unfortunately shape the way that you view males, view masculine, and also how you seek attention from masculine figures in your life can sometimes be shaped through maybe not having that male figure, or maybe there was other masculines that maybe created a wound where it made it more distorted when it came to your love life. I'm getting like a masculine figure that was either absent, like in your life. I'm getting a family member, either a absent father in your life, or maybe the people that you've dealt with, you've had a lot of masculines that have over time created distorted perceptions when it comes to maybe how you view yourself and how you view others, that has made it difficult for you to maybe have a healthy relationship when it comes to romance and love. Or it's been hard for you to see progress in your connections because of a father wound, or because of a wound surrounding males, surrounding men in your life. And I'm seeing that what you're going through is you are focusing more on the female gaze. You're maybe even focusing on, what do you like? And I don't want to go and focus on gender specific roles, but it does seem like you are really focusing on seeing people clearly, seeing where the relationship is going clearly, not trying to maybe even, I'm really getting not project your own needs or wants or how you view yourself. You're not going to be projecting that onto your personal relationships. You are really trying to clean up how you treat people, how you view others. You want to get real with your love life. You want to get real with your connections. And you also don't want to have your emotional baggage or past wounds with others cloud your judgment when it comes to picking romantic love suitors. That's what I'm really hearing for you. What people are surprised by is you're not letting your judgment be clouded by past relationships. How you move forward and maybe even a romantic connection that you're in now, it's no longer being guided by your past connections with family or possibly past people that you've dated in your past. That's something that's no longer controlling you when it comes to how you move about in a certain connection that you're in or how you move forward in your love life as a whole. That's what I'm seeing for you. I'm going to get one last message regarding your love life. What else is surprising people about your love life right now? Pile 3. Icebreaker. Yeah, so I feel like there's some sort of tension or something that was being seen as an obstacle in your love life that is finally being broken. I'm hearing the spell is being broken. I don't know if that's literal, but it's like I'm hearing like a curse or a bad spell that was over your love sector. And this may not even have anything to do with like magic or anything like that. I'm mostly just getting like it felt like a reoccurring theme in your life when it came to your love life. It's like you broke the pattern. You broke free from the illusion. People are surprised that you're finally changing something up in how you move about in your love life, how you do things in love, how you react to people in love. How I feel like your relationships have been, not to call you out, Pile 3, but the way that your relationships would move, it feels very similar. It would hit this like peak and then it would plateau. Like something would happen in your connections where it wasn't the same all the time, obviously, but it would be a similar theme or a similar struggle. And then the relationship would fall apart afterwards. And it was something that kept reoccurring in almost all of your relationships. But you finally overcame that. And you're seeing movement and progress in a certain connection that you have now, or you're going to start seeing progress because you're able to overcome something maybe privately. Your relationships will become better now because you overcame a hurdle that was holding you back from maybe being able to love someone properly or love yourself properly. That's what I'm hearing for you. All right, so Pile 3, your last card, we have friendships. So something about your friendship to someone or your friendships as a whole is surprising people right now. So what about your friendships is surprising people about you right now? And again, I'm sorry about if you hear laundry and background noise. What about your personal friendships is surprising people about you right now? What about your friendships is catching people by surprise? Oh my goodness. Justice is coming regarding this situation. Okay, what is going on, Pile 3? Financially incapable, debt, money due, and feeling nostalgic. All right. I'm going to clarify each card here. So something regarding your friendships that's surprising people. So I feel like you're going to be having balance in regards to maybe unequal power, I'm hearing feelings of distrust. I feel like some of your friendships, again with these connections, I feel like people haven't treated you very well in the past. I'm just going to be very blunt with you. I feel like during your early years, like the way that you grew up, I don't think it's like this now, but I'm hearing during like your early years, like your teens, your early 20s, possibly, I'm really getting your teens and early 20s. Relationships with others was very difficult for you to relate to. It was hard for you to maybe even connect with others, and I feel like a lot of it had to do with the way that you were brought up or your personal relationships with family at a very early age. It kind of like, I wouldn't say it predetermined your connections with other people, but something about your family life made a really big imprint on you with how you connect with people, especially your peers. And that was something that I feel like you've had to learn through experience. And through some of the experiences that you've had with your friends, it seems like you've had to face unfairness. You've had to face things maybe happening that you didn't want to happen, possibly karmic relationships in your life. But as you're watching this video, something about your friends, why people are going to be surprised by you is I actually feel like there could be some sort of justice happening in regards to maybe your past friendships. And let's go ahead and see what that is. What is this justice coming in regarding your past friendships? What is going to be noticed about you? They want to be back in your life, success, the past, and memories. So you're having some sort of success when it came to situations involving your past friendships, but also the justice that you're going to be facing is people from your past that used to be friends with you, past friends, they want to come back into your life. People are going to be surprised that people from your past are still talking about you, that they're still looking you up online, that you're still heavy in their energy. I think that's what's surprising people is people can tell that you leave a mark on others. People can tell that you have this impact on other people where they can't forget you. And it's very clear and apparent that people can't forget you because they still talk about you to this day. They still maybe even talk about the good memories that they had with you and about how much they miss you. So that's also part of their, I'm hearing part of your karma and their karma is realizing how much they miss you and that, again, with the feeling nostalgic, how much they want to be back in your life. Like when they had you in their life, they felt happy, right? Maybe you showed them a deep, true friendship here. You maybe even taught them or shared things with them that really touched them. Because I'm seeing this with these two kids here. You may have been seen as a teacher or a mentor by some of your friends. They didn't realize that back then, but they may see that as now. They're like, wow, Pile 3 really taught me a lot. Pile 3 really influenced me to help me make better choices in my life. They showed me things that I would have never experienced without Pile 3. I feel like you were being seen as that friend in the early years that helped them go down a path that they're on currently right now. And I'm hearing that the things that you have told these past friends, they still remember it. So I'm really feeling in your energy, you're a very influential person. I don't think we recognize or realize the impact that you make on people, even when you're not trying to, Pile 3. And that's what's going to be happening. People from your past are going to be calling you, texting you. They want to be back in your life. People are noticing that people are feeling nostalgic over you. What is this talking about? And I also have that card talking about successful, sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. I'm also going to clarify the success when it comes to the past, when it comes to past friends that I'm going to be looking into as well. But what is this when it comes to money issues regarding your friends? What is surprising people about you when it comes to money issues surrounding your friends or surrounding yourself? Feeling better. Okay. I think this was something that maybe was a struggle. When you were friends with certain people from your past, maybe you weren't doing well when it came to your finances, or maybe you spent money on your friends to the point where you were going into debt, right? Maybe you felt like you had to splurge on the people that you love. Maybe you gave a lot of your money to your past friendships. And something about that, what people are noticing about you in regards to friends is maybe you don't do that anymore. Maybe you're not, going broke over your friends anymore. Maybe your friends owed you money, right? Maybe that was something that would happen a lot is you would have people that were your friends that would need to owe you money, right? You would give freebies to people. You don't do that anymore. Your money is getting better because of maybe not being friends with certain people anymore. I know that sounds really rough, but I'm seeing that for you. I'm seeing that you're just a giver. I really feel that, Pile 3. You are a giver. You like being able to help other people out. You like being in service. You like to make people feel good and feel special. And I think your love language could even be gift giving or wanting to do nice things for people. And sometimes nice things for others, it costs a little bit of money. And I think that was the issue is you were spending a lot of your money on maybe taking people out, treating your friends, going and doing fun things with your friends. And that's what I'm seeing here. And also, when it comes to your past, you're having some sort of success when it comes to your friends. What about your past when it comes to your friends are you having success in that's going to be surprising people? Ending and separation. Wow. Wow. Long term. People are surprised that you are successfully sticking to your word when it comes to not effing with past friends. I know that sounds harsh, but that's what I'm seeing here. People are surprised that you're really not dealing with past friendships. Like when you say that you're done, you're done. Like when you're done with people, when you end a connection, when you separate from them, it's for the long term. And it's being seen as successful. You're not changing your mind. You're not going back on your word. You're not trying to slip back into the DMs of these people. It's like you completely cold turkey move on from these people. And people are surprised that you are sticking to it, that you didn't falter, that you didn't break your promise. I'm hearing breaking your promise to yourself. I don't know why, but I feel like whoever these people were that you decided to move on from, it wasn't just something that you did out of the spur of the moment. There was a purpose behind it. There was a reason. And you are making a promise to yourself about not letting yourself be treated how you were back then ever again. You know, I don't think you wish these people any ill will or harm, but I think you're just really ready to move on with your life and attract the right type of relationships, the people that you want to have in your life that help you embody the best version of yourself. They help you become the person that you want to be able to look at every day in the mirror and be proud of. There's things about yourself that I feel like you were denying when it came to your past connections. Wow, I'm getting like karmic situations. When you were around these people, there was a lot of denial surrounding your personality, surrounding also family issues, and also denying things that you wanted to change about your life. And I don't think it was intentional, but I feel like they may have been distracting you. They may have made you feel blind to your own personal truth. And so how you have really been changing for the better is you have been taking yourself away from repetitious relationships where it's like they keep enacting the same lesson in almost all of your connections. And because you put a stop to that, it's like you're also proving a point by showing people that you're not the same person that you used to be. Something about you disconnecting from past people, it's proving something about yourself to people, which I think that's why it's also surprising people, because it's like you're proving a point to people. Whatever choice you made in regards to your past connections, you're having success in and you're proving a point. So to end your video off, pile 3, I'm going to pull one last card for you about how are you surprising people right now, just as a whole. How are you surprising people right now? How are you surprising others right now? Invisible and cloaked, there are certain aspects of yourself that you are keeping hidden, that you're being private about. What are you being private about? What are you being private about? Icebreaker. Healing. Okay, you are literally being private about your healing relationships, but the thing is people are still noticing it anyway. That's crazy. It's like you are being private about this icebreaker moment that you've had when it came to your relationships. Your relationships are healing on the down low. Your relationship with self is healing on the down low. You think it's invisible. You think no one is noticing, but they are, and they're surprised by your growth. So that's funny, pile 3. Like, you don't think people aren't paying attention, but they are. They are paying attention. They can see that things are changing for you. But pile 3, that is all that I have to say for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my content. I have more videos on my YouTube channel if you are interested. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you guys later.